Welcome back. A South African Constitutional Court judge and rights activist, Edwin Cameron, has retired after 25 years in the judiciary. Justice Cameron received global commendation for declaring his HIV-positive status in 1999, at a time when many in the country were afraid to come out with theirs. Honoured by members of the executive, legislature and his colleagues in the judiciary today, Justice Cameron bowed out with a promise to keep fighting for the values he has always fought for. The ceremony also saw him deliver a final landmark judgment dismissing an appeal that challenged the Land Claims Court's appointment of a special master to handle a backlog of claims of tenants seeking access to land and security of tenure.
I hand down that judgment.
After handing out a landmark judgment in the Constitutional Court, Justice Edwin Cameron bid farewell to his colleagues and a full courtroom.
The fight for our constitutional values is now more urgent than ever, and future-directed, future-regarding commitment is more vital than ever. If we sometimes shake our heads at how far we feel from still achieving that reality, that does not mean that reality continues to entice us, to beckon us on, to inspire us for all of our futures. Thank you very much.
Chief Justice Mogoeng also paid tribute to the retiring justice.
When HIV and AIDS was, or attracted stigma, he stood up and declared openly, I'm HIV positive. He knew the attitude of South Africans at the time, because nobody had stepped out to prepare them, that this is a condition like any other that requires medical attention. He could afford the antiretrovirals, and therefore, like many of us, he could have chosen to mind his own business and care less about others. But not Edwin Cameron. He's not that type. He's never the kind that says, as long as I have my needs met, I'm not going to rock the boat.
Justice Cameron is expected to continue helping the judiciary while continuing the fight for human rights. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Itumeleng Mafisa, Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa is facing the most challenging period of his young presidency, following leaked bank statements that reveal names of donors as well as people who received money from his CR17 fundraising campaign, set up to help him become African National Congress leader 2 years ago. Two opposition MPs from the Economic Freedom Fighters, whose names appeared in the bank statement widely shared on social media, resigned after admitting to receiving funds from the CR17 campaign. In her resignation letter, Tebogo Mokwela stated that she received 2 payments of 40,000 rand each for personal use. Nkagi Sang Mogosi also says she accepted the same sum of money for personal use. In a statement, President Ramaphosa's spokesperson, Kusela Diko, says, quote, if someone requested money for bereavement, it simply shows that the president is a caring and compassionate human being, end of quote. This week, the president, who campaigned on a ticket of clean government, is expected to face opposition MPs in Parliament in a question and answer session. Now, as part of the observance of World Humanitarian Day, Somalia has highlighted the contribution made by women humanitarians to peace-building efforts in the country. Somalia's Minister of Humanitarian Coordination and Disaster Management, Hamza Said Hamza, says the government of Somalia salutes the women working in the humanitarian sector for their courage. The minister was speaking in the capital, Mogadishu, at an event organized by the federal government with the support of various UN agencies, including the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs.
As a government, we salute the women working in the humanitarian sector and acknowledge that they have fundamental challenges such as insecurity, patriarchal attitudes, and harassment on a daily basis. They face tremendous challenge on the ground. I'm convinced that we need to use a platform to address these real changes for women.
Evidence shows that when women are involved in humanitarian action, including at the decision-making level and at the leadership levels, the humanitarian response is more effective and especially also more inclusive. This is why many humanitarian organizations, including the UN and NGOs, are striving to achieve gender parity across the organizations.
To be a female aid worker in Somalia means a lot. It's an opportunity, risks and challenges. It's an opportunity to reach out to women, children, elderly affected by disaster and respond to their needs.
Days like today, it is a bright light, even amongst the people we have lost this year, unfortunately, to say we're still grateful and we're going to keep the charge going, and our light will not dim until we can work with every beneficiary so they're able to live their lives completely.
Now, finally on the program, a Kenyan chef has set a new world record for the longest time spent cooking after cooking for 75 hours non-stop. If verified by Guinness World Records, Maliha Mohammed will have beaten the official record set by U.S. cook Ricky Lumpkin. He cooked for 68 hours, 13 minutes and 1 second in April 2018.
Kenyan chef Malia Islam Mohammed is exhausted, but overjoyed after stirring pots and serving up hundreds of dishes for the last 75 hours. Seems like she has set a new Guinness record for marathon cooking. The 36-year-old self-taught chef challenged the current record held by American Ricky Lumpkin of California, who cooked for 68 hours, 30 minutes, 1 second on December 2018. Malia and a group of devoted cheerleaders began the culinary marathon on Thursday, August 15 at exactly 10 a.m. and didn't stop until Sunday, August 18th.
I wanted to show my children that everything is possible. It is possible to fight for your dream, and I'm feeling so happy being the first female in Africa as a continent to win. Well, actually, we're waiting for the winning, but I feel I am a winner already.
We're waiting for the winning.
Mohammed cooked mostly Kenyan dishes, especially recipes from the Swahili community of the East African coastline. Local media reported that she has made 10 different types of pizza and a signature dish, Korean chicken bulgogi.
I'm just really curious about what happens to all that food. Well done to her. That's it on the program today. Thank you for watching. I'm Teniola Shubuwale.